Class 6, we were reading and learning the second lesson, the turning point, and we have gone through the exercise part of the lesson. Today we will be doing the word by word section, prefix and suffixes. Look at the highlighted words in these sentences. You can see two sentences here from the lesson. The first one is, we began to recall what we had heard that morning. We began to recall what we had heard that morning. Here you can see the word recall is stressed or emphasized here. The second sentence, he asked us to look at the tail and the combination of flapping wings and twisting tail. And the word combination is stressed here. The highlighted words have been formed by adding prefix and suffix to root words. The meaning of words change when prefix and suffix are added to them. Okay, the highlighted words have been formed by adding prefix and suffixes to root words. See, re plus call became recall, as well as combine plus tion became combination. Here re is added to the word call to form recall. Then re is the prefix of the word recall. The highlighted word combination is formed by adding tion to the word combine. So it is a suffix. Which is a suffix? tion is a suffix of the word combination. Look at these examples. Certain examples are given below. Let us see. First one is attention. Second one, misrepresent. Third, illegal. Fourth, creation. Fifth, misinform. Sixth one, impractical. Seventh, direction. 8, mislead. Ninth one, improvement. Some common prefix and suffix are dis, mis, il, im, en, tion, able, IVE, LESS and OUS. Identify the root words of the given words and the suffix or the prefix. Write them in your notebook. So this we have done in the previous class. So you have to find out suffix, root word and prefix from these terms. See the first word, enjoyment. Here en is the suffix, and which is the root word. joy is the root word, and mend is the prefix of this word, enjoyment. Second, eagerness word is not having suffix, so which is the root word of this word eagerness? Eager, E-A-G-E-R, eager is the root word, and N-E-S-S is the prefix of the tail. C, joyous. Here the root word is joy, J-O-Y, joy, and prefix is O-U-S. O-U-S is the prefix of the tail. D, endanger. In the word endanger, En is the suffix of the tail, and the root word is danger, D-A-N-G-E-R. Danger is the root word. The word is not having prefix. The next word E. The term is submarine. For the word submarine, suffix is S-U-B. Sub is the suffix of the word submarine. Then the root word of the term is marine, M-A-R-I-N-E is the root word of the submarine. Next term, transform. In the word transform, trans, T-R-A-N-S, trans is the suffix of the term. Then which is the root word? Root word is form, F-O-R-M. Form is the root word of the word transform. Attractive. For the word attractive, there is no suffix. The root word is attract, spelling A-T-T-R-A-C-T, attract. The prefix is I-V-E. I-V-E is the prefix of the term attractive. Another one, hopeful. For the word hopeful, H-O-P-E, hope is the root word, and F-U-L, full, is the prefix of the term hopeful. Next one, personal. For the word personal, there is only root word. Which is the root word of personal? Person, spelling P-E-R-S-O-N. Person is the root word of the personal, and A-L is the prefix of the term personal. Next one, extraordinary. For the word extraordinary, E-X-T-R-A, extra is the suffix of the word, and O-R-D-I-N-A-R-Y, ordinary is the root word. Okay, that is all. Let us go to the next section, sound check. Here you have to know a stressed syllable is louder and longer than an unstressed syllable. You have already seen what is a syllable. Syllable pronounce a word or phrase clearly, or a unit of pronunciation having one vowel sound with or without a surrounding consonant, forming the whole or part of a word. Okay, what is syllable? Syllable pronounce a word or phrase clearly, or a unit of pronunciation having one vowel sound with or without surrounding consonants, forming the whole or a part of a word. Certain words can be used as both nouns and verb. When such a word is used as a noun, the stress is on the first syllable. When a word which can be used as both nouns and verb, in such a word, if it is used as a noun, the stress is given on the first syllable. When used as a noun, the stress is on the second syllable. Okay, if the stress of the word is given to the first part of the word, then the word will be noun. When used as a verb, if it is a verb, the stress is on the second syllable only. Listen to these sentences and repeat them aloud. Stress the highlighted syllables. Write whether the words are used as noun or a verb. Okay, in this blank place you have to write the highlighted word, whether it is a noun or a verb. The first sentence is, the students brought a present for their teacher. What the students brought for their teacher? A present. Here present is stressed. So the first stressed word is noun. Noun. Second one, the students will present a dance performance now. The students will present a dance performance now. A dance is emphasized here. It is a verb. Okay, the third sentence here. There has been an increase in the production of wheat this year. Okay, here the highlighted word is increase. There has been an increase in the production of wheat this year. C is noun here, noun. D, could you increase the volume a little? Here also the highlighted word is increase, D. D is a verb here, verb. E, do not desert your friends in their time of need. Here the highlighted word is desert is given as a verb. E is a verb. F, we crossed a vast desert on a moonlight night. Vast desert, big, large desert. We crossed. So the highlighted word here is a desert. So it is a noun. Desert is a noun. Next one, my parents wanted to check my progress in swimming. So progress is the highlighted word here. It is a noun. Age, the country will surely progress if we all work hard. The highlighted word progress here has given us a verb. Let us come to the next portion, grammar guide. So here a nouns, gender and number. You are going to read and learn about gender and number here. Please take a screenshot also. Nouns used for only the male of a species are in the masculine gender. Masculine gender. Only the females of a species are in the feminine gender. Both male and female persons or animals are in the common gender. Things that are neither male or female are in the neuter gender. These are the different gender you have to learn here. Which are they? Masculine gender, feminine gender, common gender and neuter gender. Which is a masculine gender? Male of a species. Only the male of a species comes under masculine gender. Then feminine gender. Only the female of a species are come under a feminine gender. Then what about common gender? Both male and female persons or animals are in the common gender. Then what about neuter gender? Neuter gender means things that are neither male nor female. Okay, neuter gender, things that are neither male nor female comes. Here we have an exercise to complete. Complete this table. One has done for you. Noun, gender, singular or plural form. First one is a bench. It is a neuter. Here it has given benches. Okay, next one is children. Children is a common gender and the singular is a child. Child. Then circus. See, circus is a neuter gender. It is a neuter gender and circuses is the plural form. D. Stallions. Stallion is a masculine gender and stallion is the singular form. Stallion. E. Priestess. Priestess is a feminine gender and priestesses is the plural forms. Priestesses. Next one, F. Thief. Thief is a common gender and the plural form is thieveses. Thieveses is the plural forms. Students, you can take a screenshot of this answer also. Sound check. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Only 8 has given there. Then you have to See the grammar guide, nouns, gender and number. Okay, for this also you have to take a screenshot. Children, common, child, circus, neuter, circuses, stallion, masculine, stallion, priestess, feminine gender, priestesses, thief, common gender, and here it is thieves. Okay, let us come to the next portion. Measures of uncountable nouns. We know that uncountable nouns cannot have plural forms. However, uncountable nouns can be measured when used in phrases. Uncountable nouns can be measured when used in phrases. Look at these sentences. I drank a lot of waters and we liked the furniture. Both are incorrect. How it should be written? I drank 4 glasses of water instead of I drank a lot of waters. Lot of waters. Uncountable nouns cannot have plural forms. Here you see waters and furnitures are in a plural form. It cannot be used in uncountable nouns. How it should be written? I drank 4 glasses of water. Next, we liked the pieces of furniture instead of we liked the furnitures. Here you have an exercise. Fill in the blanks by using suitable measures from the help box for the uncountable nouns. See the box: balls, blocks, moments, pieces, tubes and words. The first question is, I need 2 dash of toothpaste. So what we have to write here? So we have to write I need 2 tubes of toothpaste. Here comes tubes. Second, I have collected some important pieces of information for you. Here comes pieces. Pieces of information for you. See, they completed the task despite several moments of confusion. Either here you have to write moments of confusion. The next, an igloo is made up of several dash of hard snows. Here you have to write blocks of hard snow. D. Blocks. E. You will find many dash of wisdom in this book of chords and proverbs. So after many, what will come? You will find many words of wisdom in this book of Chords and Proverbs. E. So words will come here in the E sentence. If we found a few darts of wool in grandma's cupboard. So what will come here? We found a few balls of wool in grandma's cupboard. Here balls will come. Balls of wool in grandma's cupboard. So please take a screenshot of this page, as well as you have to subscribe this channel, and you have to press the bell icon also in order to get the lessons regularly. Go through it and understand. If you have doubt, you can ask to me. Thank you.